Yo, what up, world? What I'm gonna speak on is about my mother's and father's family values, man. I think it's I think it's very important to have values in a family. Like if you're a family, you're a family, and I think it should be values placed in a family. Not to say it have to be strict or strongly strict, but enough that we can just that is values to be able to hold together the family. You know what I'm saying? What's anything to hold together if there's no glue in between to hold anything together? Like, you know what I'm saying? How can you build a house? You know what I'm saying? How can you build a house with anything in between that keeps the building of that structure of that house built up? You know what I'm saying? You know, if you have you have to have the pace, you have to have something to keep the building up or the house up or anything you build up. So that's what I mean when I say values. The values is the glue. You know what I mean? The values is the glue that keeps the family together. So I just think as me giving you this, like, I think, as you know, as we was raised, the mother and the father was not in the picture. Like, it's like if the mother was in the picture, the father wasn't in the picture. The father was always the one that was absent in the picture. You know how the story go. You know what I'm saying? So it was always like the mother was taking care of the kids, and the father was the motherfucker that was never there in the picture. So it was always a half thing when it comes to family. So it's like we grow up not knowing our fathers. I mean, we grow up pissed off because our father wasn't in the picture. So we took that as man, fuck this. I'm gonna get that love from the streets. So now we doing biz. Now we doing all this. So you know how the story go. So what I'm spitting on is my mother's and father's and family values is like we just need to just I think if the mother and the father is in the picture, then it makes the picture what it need to be when it comes to that values of what a family can have. You know what I'm saying? But now we fucked up. We all fucked up in the head when it comes to that. Now we see the only picture we see in our mind is that fuck my father. He was never in the picture. He was never around. So motherfuck my father. I don't give a fuck or 2 cents about my father. Fuck him. He can die. So the mother was always the one that's getting the credit. So the picture of a family is always has been in the way that fuck the father. You know what I'm saying? Nobody represents the father. Like middle finger to the father. Fuck the father. Fuck everything about a father in this motherfucker. So the father was an outcast, and the mother was always the one that was raising the family in the household. So the family structure is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? There's no glue. You know what I'm saying? So in order to keep the glue, it have to be values. We have to put it back, like, you know what I'm saying? The mother and the father in this bitch working it out. You know what I'm saying? Because the father, we grew up as the father as the one was the motherfucker was the one fucking up. The father, you know what I'm saying, the male figure, the father was the one fucking up the family. The father was the one cheating on the mother. The father was the one not paying child support. The father was the one fucking up everything. So the mother was always the one of giving the righteous of credit. You know what I'm saying? So we just have to. I think if we can just look at it like that, like the mother and the father can work it out. If we can like see a bridge that we can bring that back together, then it can be strong family values that need to be there. Because nobody gives a fuck about the father, man. Every year when Father's Day come on the motherfucking map, nobody really represent the father. Like, damn, can the father get love in this motherfucker? You heard me? You know what I'm saying? It's always the mother. The mother getting all the roses. The mother getting the motherfucking Mother's Day card. When the father's come in this bitch, your father don't get no love in this motherfucker. They give a good ass about a goddamn father because how he was grew up. The father was never in the picture. You know what I'm saying? He was always cheating. He was never paying child support. You know what I'm saying? He was smacking bitches. You know what I'm saying? So the father's all fucked up. How we represent it, how we see the father. So it was always a halfway of a half family as we was growing up. The father was never in the picture. It was always the mother. You know what I'm saying? A single mother. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of kids with one single job. You heard me? But I think as we can see that, we can like learn from that and just bring it back together and bring back the glue to what it can be when you put family values in there. You know what I'm saying? And it's be like it can be a mother and a father that can work it out, and can see a mother and father come together and work as a team and a family, and you know what I'm saying, respect each other and shit like that. Even though it sound corny and lame as hell, but it can be. But we grew up as the father as the motherfucking for the fuck up shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know.